Welcome to Comments, the first edition in our short series. We have another Comments film on our page if you'd like to check it out, called, I forget what it's called. I'll put it here in the title. Anyway, this is a series where Rob and I act out actual comments from articles, and we ask the question by laughing at ourselves, can we change the conversation?
The photograph of people bumping elbows is strange in my circumstance. We're told to cough in our elbows to forestall the spread of the virus.
I had similar reactions, Jean-Victor. Although I suppose it's okay if they're wearing masks and wearing them properly. But anyone significantly decorous might remember the Hindu Namaste.
If masks stop the viruses from spreading, why are businesses still shut down?
Because rugged individualists like you won't wear masks. Obviously, the best advice for individuals is to err on the side of caution. As for society, loss of life is the cost of doing business.
Dear Mr. Misha Ketchel, thanks for your sharing. I am learning to be a data scientist. Can you share to me the data? I would like to make an analysis on this real data. Best regards.
So the 7,000 people, including doctors and scientists that work for the WHO, who say masks shouldn't be worn by anyone who isn't taking care of someone with COVID-19 is wrong? Good thing you're here to share your science. The author introduces himself as a data scientist, then opines about the observation of health science. Stay in your lane.
It would be helpful to you to ask someone what data science is. Without going into detail, it deals with data. Data is information that has a context. In this case, an aspect of what you call health science. Perhaps you might find it prudent to take your own advice about staying in lanes.
How do we develop herd immunity if everyone's wearing a mask?
If you can smell any flower through a mask, it's ineffective. Viruses are that small. What stops the spread of viruses is better hygiene. Not true, and this is irresponsible disinformation. The odor molecules are thousands of times smaller and more mobile than virus particles. 100% protection is not the objective. Reductions of transmissions is what matters.
It's not PPE in the strictest sense. It fulfills the exact same function as the muffler on an IC engine. That said, waiting with bated breath for what will appear when some enterprising individual starts marketing bandana-style coverings, pretty and blazing with a silkscreen political message. Anything from Nuke China to elect Joe B to Yosemite Sam with the caption reading, "Just who do you think you are?" Too many fake academics and government experts came out against masks for the first month of the pandemic. Now a group of experts are telling us you should absolutely wear a mask. The pro-mask experts are correct, but people who can't read or understand the science for themselves can't tell the difference between fake experts and real ones.
You're up against a whole lot of stupid people, both in the White House and certain states. I wish you luck.
Has the right to tell a private citizen to wear a mask.
Plenty of people do have that right and the legal and moral duty. For one thing, you're confusing private citizens with citizens in private. If you want to take a dump in private, nobody cares or criticizes. But if you make a habit of doing it on the sidewalk with people passing, there's considerable grounds for objection. And where there's an epidemic, the need to protect the public makes it in every way right, proper, and necessary to tell a private citizen to wear a mask in public. Decent people, of course, don't need to be told that. But for the rest, some explanation is necessary.
No government, state, local, or otherwise has the authority to mandate mask wearing. Any such order is directly in violation of the Constitution. LA just had their mayor pass an order like this.
And basically, the entire city told him to get bent.
It's a violation of their constitutional rights? How so? Do you have a constitutional right to spread a potentially deadly disease to others? By your logic and interpretation of the Constitution, I have a constitutional right to swing my arms. Too bad if your nose gets in my way.
Yet somehow, we're able to ban people from urinating and defecating in the streets. Not wearing a mask is just as unsanitary.
You must have nasty breath and a lot of diseases if your breathing compares to someone shitting in the streets. Very stupid comment. People are legally required to wear clothing sufficient to safeguard the public from seeing nude bodies. So why shouldn't it be legal to require masks to be worn to protect the public from a serious infection? Wearing a mask isn't to protect you from the virus, but rather to limit your ability to spread the virus if you happen to have it.
Your nose is out.
It should be our choice to have a mask on or not. Last I knew, this was America, home of the free.
Free to do what? Infect your fellow Americans? Korea, China, and Taiwan, relying largely on masks, started earlier and still haven't caught up with US fatalities. Not even collectively. Shows what a bit of freedom can achieve. Oh, please. My body, my choice. If you think you need it, wear it. I am fine without it. What is it with people and eradication of viruses? Just laughable. Ha! 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 And other people's bodies are their choice. They have a right to expect you not to pollute their bodies with your viruses. We interrupt this comments with a comment from another article.
In DC, the majority of people infected are African American and Hispanic Americans. I wear a mask to protect myself, my neighbors, and especially my African American and Hispanic co-citizens. Wearing a mask is a small inconvenience and a sign that, at a minimum, I'll value not just myself, but others. I'm not signaling virtue. It's an act of kindness in an unkind time. This is hot too.
Is it getting a shot of the bun?
I wear a mask because I don't want to contribute to the misery of others.
Stay tuned. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for listening. And if you have any good articles you think that we should act out the comment sections of, please let us know. We do a variety of topics. Take care.